you're trying to contact the ball high, which I get that. But actually, I see a lot of people run into problems because they get here and they think upwards. This is not a power move. You want to be throwing. So you want to just be throwing the racket at the ball here. The only reason it goes up, the only reason I start throwing upwards is because I start tilting my body this way. And now I'm throwing the racket up because that's where I'm facing. If you get here and you start going up early, like when I was watching your serve there, it looks, the motion I would describe it is, you know, one of those kettlebells that you pick up with the weights you get here? That's what it looks like. So you're going this way. Now, if you're trying to serve fast going like this, there's power to pick up a weight. There's not power to move this and hit a ball like 90 plus miles an hour. So you want to be throwing the racket at the ball, not just kind of picking it up. Does that make sense? So again, don't worry about going up. I know you're trying to get high on contact. You're trying to like straighten your arm out, but get the throwing motion and then start tilting it up. Now you throw upwards to go get it. But don't think about going up too soon, even though your desire is to get a little bit taller. Because that's how you're going to get the racket to drop down your back as well. Because what you do is you get into this position here, and then the racket doesn't drop because your hand doesn't drop, and you're busy going up. So if you can let this racket drop, like my arm gets to 45 degrees here, that racket's going to get down my back. You don't have much racket drop because as soon as you get here, you're pushing up and out of it. So feel the racket drop down your back. See if you can bend your arm past. So here's my challenge for you on these, is to see if you can get the arm to bend past 90 degrees into this position. Right there, it stayed at 90. And as I said, some guys make it work because they rotate the shoulder. But the easiest way to get this throwing motion is just to try and feel like as you come here, this is 90 degrees, bend it past that to like 45 and throw it. And obviously you don't want to be stopping as you do that, but let's do it again. I'm going to show you that on video. Okay. You know, get in the throwing motion, but get in the racket drop. Get in the, like right now your racket only drops this. If you watch me serve, my racket's going to drop about this position because I'm going to bend my arm past 45. The racket's going to drop down my back. Keep serving in the net. But that's something to look for on the video. Again, it's almost the other motion. I talked about the kettlebell, but it's also kind of like lassoing it up here. So you want to feel like this drops. So even when you're practicing that, you practice with your elbow slightly too high as you're dropping it. So you want to keep your elbow like slightly lower than your shoulder as you're getting into this position. Your elbow slightly lower than your shoulder as you bend into a 45-degree angle. Yep. So then you're going to get the racket drop. That's perfect. Do it again. That's good. That's good. And get that feeling. Very nice. And that's smooth. I don't know if you've seen those exercises where someone just gets a heavy racket or some balls in a sock or something and they just swing it around. Yeah, so that's what you want to use the weight for, not to see how strong you are at picking it up, right? You want to feel like that racket just swings around. That one was really nice. Let's go one more and then we'll move on to something else. Let's do one more good one. Perfect. Great progress.